Frédéric, Victoria, dear participants of this event dedicated to drones and air mobility. I am truly pleased to be here with you today to open new horizons for drones and the anti-drone ecosystem in Sweden and across Europe. As Vice President of JEDA, which is a joint European Drone Association. So the aim for me is to speak about the European level, as the regulation is now decided at the European level. JEDA is led by a board of directors and an executive committee with members from all over Europe. Julie Garland from the Irish Drone Federation has been our president for the past 2 years. Unfortunately, Julie regrets she couldn't be with us today as she's attending another conference in the United States. So I am here to present JEDA to you on her behalf. Who is JEDA? JEDA was established in 2021. The main aim was to speak with one voice from all drone stakeholders. Its members are associations or organizations that represent the drone industry in their respective countries. The member countries must be part of or observer to the EASA Management Board, and therefore EU members or candidate countries, potentially up to 38 countries. Today in JEDA we have 22 countries are represented here in dark green, including, of course, the most beautiful country in the world, Sweden. The Swedish Drone Network joined JEDA recently, and we are happy to see that some of you are already very actively involved in our work. Thanks for that. This day is an opportunity for me to present JEDA fields of action and to invite you to join our task forces through the Swedish Drone Network. We also aim to maintain excellent relations with European institutions and particularly with EASA, of course. We are working with EASA together on various initiatives, and in June 24, so last year, we signed a memorandum of cooperation focusing on occurrence reporting and safety promotion. Here a photo from our last assembly in the sunny Croatia with your incredible Swedish representative Victoria that you can see on the photo. So what we are doing, I am perhaps going directly to our competence group. So in our internal organization we have today 4 competence groups. Everyone here through your Swedish association can participate. The first one is dedicated to surveys among members to collect field experiences, both positive and negative, to be shared within the community and with European institutions. The Competence Group 2 collaborates with EASA. The Competence Group 2 collaborates with EASA on training and especially these days on the qualification for specific category. So not the qualification for STS 1 and 2, but for the whole specific category. The Competence Group 3 prepares responses to consultation by European institutions, especially EASA, And the competence group 4, created during our General Assembly in Zadar, focuses on reporting and analyzing incident and accident in coordination with national authority and EASA. The aim is to collect issues, understand, and try to find solutions. So the competence group 1 did last year a survey, and you can see in this survey on the right side that most of the companies working in the drone field are small ones. So it's a key finding. Most drone businesses are small. This makes it challenging to dedicate time and resources for them to understand regulation, especially when it is complex, and to work and prepare complex operation authorization. This survey was shared last October 2024 during the EASA high-level conference in Cologne. You have here the results of the summarized challenges. So let's call them challenges as and not problems of issues. We are in a positive and solution-oriented mindset. I think some of these points are shared by some of Swedish operators. So a desire to simplify procedures, reduce the mission preparation time, a need for a better alignment between real risks and operational limitation. So we need security, we need operational limitation, but be careful not to have compared to the real risk too many constraints. And for the last point, for those operating in multiple EU countries, so if you work in several countries, you do the same job, you prepare a demand for authorization, you obtain it in one country and you go to another country, and here it is refused. So the idea here is to try to harmonize the interpretation of rules. So what next and how we can work on all these challenges? The first news, and Dan Ducey spoke about that just before me. With the EASA sub-plenary in July, and within the drone community, which is the DCOM, we created 4 action groups. These 4 action groups are on different subjects, quite logical, open, specific, certified, and airspace integration. So the aim here is to see how we can improve these different topics, how we can facilitate the work of operators on the field, and change the regulation and begin to change the regulation next year. These action groups, these 4 action groups are open to all JEDA members and to all associations working with us. So AME, DAE, GUTMA, ASD, and UAVDAR. The works kicks off in September, so feel free to contact Victoria to participate to this work. The next point is the workshop on simplification. It was in July. Here, the challenge is to simplify the drone regulation, especially on authorization. So we will have consequences and solutions. Some on long term, if we need to change the regulation, for example, if we want to change the STS1 or 2 or to create new scenarios, we will have to wait 2028. But certain exemption or flexibilities could arrive as early as 2025. Another work for Competence Group 3 is to work on consultation. We have nowadays one concerning means of compliance on airworthiness for UAS in sales 3 and 4. And the deadline is September 12, so we have still 8 days and you can contribute. Another project is for the 6 key associations to organize a new European Drone Forum in March 2026 in Germany. I represent JEDA in organizing the conference program, and we will soon be looking for speakers and topics. So feel free to come through Victoria to talk to me today also if you want, if you have any proposals. And last point, which is about money and funding. 2.8 billion in European funding and not a single euro for the drone sector. So this is one of JEDA's core missions, to make the drone ecosystem visible and to highlight its strategic importance, both civil and military. And I have finished. 7 minutes? No, a little more.
Thank you. Thank you, Philippe. Thank you very much for this presentation of JEDA's work in Europe. And you will stay during all day, right?
Yes.